The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 01 44 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for February the 25th, 2013. I'm live, it's now 10 minutes past 11 here in Ireland, and it's good news. If you would like to get a free reading on air, all you need to do is simply search for Irish Psychic on Facebook, if you're not already a fan of my page, and simply like that page and then simply comment on my wall with your question for tonight's show. Not all the questions will be answered. It is only going to be a 30-minute show tonight, mainly because I stayed up like a fool last night watching the Oscars. And for all the American listeners over there, you're all fine, but for myself, and there was another lady as well and another guy as well, we were actually chatting away on Facebook. It was 5 a.m. in the morning in Ireland when I finally got to bed, and it's kind of a bad sign when the birds are, you know, whistling away and you're trying to go to sleep and you're thinking, why did I actually stay up? And only tonight they're actually showing the highlights here on the Irish television, so I could have just watched that. I could have saved myself being wrecked from today because I'm actually shattered tired. So that's why it is only going to be a 30-minute show tonight. But again, it's no different. I'll still be giving you all the best free readings on air. Now, you may have seen The Voice last night as well, and thankfully Dean Anthony, one of the guys who I'm about to play now on my radio show here, he got through, and he is a fantastic singer. And I've been, you know, publishing, you know, Dean's music for the last year, I suppose, on, you know, my radio show. And I said to Dean, Dean, your voice is just fantastic. I mean, you know, you may have went for the X Factor and you didn't get it, but you have to continue. You have to try and try again. And that goes for anyone out there, no matter what profession it is. You know, if you're not where you want to be at the moment, continue on trying, because in the end you will succeed. And that is the main message that I can pass on. So this is Dean Anthony, and this is I Miss You. And after this, I'm going to be answering my first question. So if you've just joined me on the radio show now, simply search for Irish Psychic on Facebook, join the page with over 12,000 fans, and simply comment on my wall there with a question for tonight's show. So this is Dean Anthony with I Miss You.
Yeah, yeah. First time, last time together. We'll be you and me forever. First kiss, last tear is falling. Don't wanna miss your sweet voice calling me. I can't believe that I'm feeling like this, 'cause I'm still getting to know you. Your tears are like summer rain falling on my face again. And anytime I'm close to you, I feel the sunlight shining through. And I just wanna thank you, 'cause you make life so good. souls, one mind, two hearts that were intertwined. An empty road that I stand upon. I walk alone since you've been gone. I can't believe I'll never see you again, 'cause I just got to know you. My tears are like winter snow. I've got so many miles to go. And anytime I think of you, I see the sunlight shining through. And I just got to thank you, 'cause you made life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I miss you more than I thought I would. More than I thought I would. Yeah. So many flowers and so many friends, and they talk of love as if it never ends. And I'm standing alone in the middle of a crowd, trying to get next to you. Oh, everybody's trying to give me advice as if they know how it feels to live my life. But there's nothing that I wouldn't do for one more day with you. Oh, I just wanna thank you, 'cause you lived your life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I miss you more than I thought I would. More than I thought I could. Yeah. Yes, I miss you. I miss you.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It's 17 minutes past 11. Continue on sending in those questions. I'm live and I'm answering all those questions on tonight's show. So the first person that I'd like to start off with is, there is a question that it's been sent in, and it's from Patty from Ohama from the USA. And the question is, hi, I am the mother to a beautiful daughter. She is a single mum and seems to attract the wrong kind of men. Will she meet that special someone and marry? Oh, well, I do hope you're listening in, Patty, and thank you very much for sending in your question. And it's always nice when a mum, you know, is that caring about their daughter. It's, I have to admit, Patty, you're an example. That's all I'm going to say, because it's very nice that you're actually wanting, you know, this for your daughter, because I'm sure when you see her in, you know, different relationships that aren't right, and it happens a lot of the time, sometimes you're kind of thinking, well, why is that person with them? And you need to ask yourself as well, would you be with that particular person? I mean, if you're not being treated with the love and respect that you deserve, you need to make sure that that person knows that there is better people out there, and there's only so much you can do. And, you know, like I've said there, you know, if they don't want to listen to you, well, then obviously you just have to kind of take a step back, because it can get your emotions down as well. You can have all these feelings inside, and you want obviously the best for your daughter, but sometimes you do have to take a step back as well. So I do hope that makes sense. But I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards, which is actually just now, Patty. So I'm just laying out the cards now. And Patty just wants to find out there, will she meet someone? and marry. Well, the good news here, Patty, well, it's kind of the bad news in one way, because we actually have two men here, because we have the King of Coins, that's after coming up, and we also have the King of Cups in the upright position. There's two males around her at the moment, and again, I'm not going to say which one to go for, because obviously that's herself, or that's her choice, should I say. But the good news is we have the Three of Cups here, and the Three of Cups shows that they're going to be completely different to the previous people that she's been with. And it's always, a good thing when you kind of focus on what it is that you want to attract into your life. And that's very, very, very important. And this goes for any of the fans or any of the listeners listening into the show tonight. If you're single at the moment and you want to attract someone into your life, well, the first thing that I always suggest is to take out a piece of paper. And then what I would like you to do is just to write down, and you can pass this information on to your daughter as well, Patty. Write down, I have a loving relationship with my partner who is. Write that down. You're keeping it in the present tense, and then write down 5 qualities that you'd like that person to have. So maybe you want them to be, caring, kind, thoughtful, anything like that. Make sure you write it down on a piece of paper and then fold it 3 times and place that underneath your pillow. It's very, very important that you do that, because it is kind of a wish and it's an affirmation as well, and it's really, really important. So if you can do that, I can guarantee that this person will definitely come in. And they're indicating here that it's definitely 2 people here around your daughter. So again, it's just a matter of allowing your daughter to kind of make that decision herself. Now, I'm not too sure if she was thinking of moving here, Patty, but we do have the 7 of Cups, and when the 7 of Cups comes up in a particular reading, it's always an indication here in terms of moving. So again, it's just maybe she's possibly thinking of moving, I'm not too sure, but when this particular card comes up, it's a very significant card for moving. So I do hope that makes sense, and thank you once again, Patty, for sending in your question as well. Okay, if you're listening in and you want to send in a question, please do so. You can either send it in on my main page, simply comment on irishpsychic.net. You'll see there the radio tab there, and I'm answering the questions from there as well. So if you've just joined me via that page, you're very welcome to ask me a question as well. Okay, so there is a question here from Aoife Fitzgerald from Carrick-on-Shannon. Is there anything good in store for my father in luck? No problem at all, Aoife. I do hope that I've read that out correctly, but that's what you have down. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. Actually, there's a card after flying out there, so that means that there's a lot of energy around you at the moment. So I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, and the card that's after coming up here, Aoife, it's a very, very positive card. We have the Horseman of Cups, and the Horseman of Cups is always about relationships, always about, love and positivity as well. So it's really, really a positive card, especially with that particular question that you've asked. In terms of the luck situation here, not everything has kind of gone in his favour, because we have the Black Magician card here. And when the Black Magician card comes up, it's like if I just kind of see him kind of being kind of stuck in a rut and things not working out, and kind of a ball and chain, so to speak. That's the the best description that Spirit is actually giving it to me at the moment, in terms of how he's actually particularly feeling. Now, with the Hierophant card here, the Hierophant card come up as well. And when the Hierophant card comes up, Aoife, it's always an indication here that he may need to get legal advice on a particular thing that's going on, on in his life. Now, I'm not going to go into detail, because again, we're on air, but if you would like a private reading, by all means, just simply click on the purchase reading tab there, and I can do that for him. But obviously, he'd have to contact me with regards to the question here. But overall, they're kind of indicating here with regards to the King of Coins, which represents himself, just to kind of stay focused as well. Sometimes, when we lose, track of things, we can go off topic, and we can kind of think that it's not going to work out for us. But again, by just thinking that it's not going to work out for us, that's a negative affirmation, and an affirmation is always a change of thought. So if you can you just tell him to do the most positive affirmation? And this goes for all the listeners. All you need to say is just, I love and approve of myself, and all is well in my life. So if you can do that for me, please, Aoife, pass that information on to him. I can guarantee things will work out for him as well, especially around the legal side of things as well, because I do feel that that's quite a dampener on things as well. I feel that he's kind of finding that a little bit difficult, and if he doesn't know about it yet, usually when this particular card comes up, it's usually within the next 6 months. So I do hope that makes sense. Okay, time for another bit of music. This is Shane MacDonald, another local artist from Wexford. And speaking of local artists, if you are a singer or a musician and you would like to feature on the Irish Psychic Show, all you need to do is just simply click on the musician tab on my page, which is irishpsychic.net, and upload your music to my wall. It is that simple, and any music that's submitted, I'll review it, I'll listen to it, and then obviously once it passes the test, as in that it's not vulgar and it's not violent or anything like that, or there's no hate speech, etc., it will be played on my show. And if you have a website as well, you're more than welcome to include that as well. This is Not All Gone by Shane MacDonald.
Days turn into weeks, the months turn into years, and I feel never see your face, always trying to chase memories I lost in my mind. All the things you do, if God had given you just one chance and a little more time. So I try to forget, I try to deny, I try to move on, but it's so hard not to cry. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along, and maybe you're not all gone. Everything reminds me of you. I can't rewind the time, and nothing I say, nothing I do can change the way that I've been missing you. The pain that I've been going through every day since you went away, and now you fade away in time. My memories skip the line, and sometimes I think that I'm losing you. I tried to sing your name, just one note, but the words they stick in my throat, and I don't know what to do. So I try to forget, and I try to deny, I try to move on, but it's so hard not to cry. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along, and maybe you're not all alone. Help me not to fall on my knees. Maybe you're not all alone. Just send your words in your love on the breeze. I try to forget, I try to deny, I've tried to move on, but it's so hard not to cry. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along. So I try to forget, and I try to deny, and I try to move on, but it's so hard not to see you. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along, and I try to forget, and I try to deny, and I've tried to move on, but it's so hard not to see you. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along, and maybe you're not alone.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is just coming up to 11:30 here in Ireland, so I do hope that you stay with me. There is about 9 minutes left of the show, and usually it's an hour show, but tonight it's only going to be a 30-minute show, I'm afraid, because like I've mentioned, I stayed up watching the Oscars last night, and congrats to all the nominees and all the winners of the Oscars last night. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm not too sure if you saw Les Mis, but the performance there was fantastic. I'm not really too much of a fan of Russell Crowe. During the film, he really bugged me for the fact that he wasn't as good as the rest of the cast singing. But last night, he actually done well, I have to admit, especially for a live performance. I'm sure it's very, very difficult. But I had dreams of myself being nominated there at the Oscars, and sure, maybe if I'm just nominated now, I'll just write the speech. And then obviously I'll have all my fans and I'll be thanking you all for supporting me. And speaking of fans, by the way, that links me into the two fans that are listening in at the moment. We have Tanya Tatton. You're very welcome to the show, Tanya. And also David Donovan, who said, if my name was mentioned on the radio, I'd be morto. So David, your name has been mentioned on the radio. Congratulations. Back over to the readings now. So if you've sent in a question, hopefully I will be answering your question before the end of the show. So I'm just scrolling through the questions here. And thank you very much if you have left a question. Janet Coyle, thank you, Janet, for your question. Unfortunately, I don't answer health-related questions. But what I will do is I'll just pull 3 cards for you anyway, just to see what comes up. Again, any health-related question, please do go and see your doctor in relation to that. Okay, they just told me to stop, Janet. I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, what they're indicating here, Janet, is we have the Death card in the upright position. The Death card is a transformation card. It's a very, very positive card. So again, in terms of the particular question, although I can't relate it to it, what they are actually indicating here with regards to the Death card is a huge transformation going on in your life at the moment. So again, if things aren't working out, if you're not getting the satisfaction with regards to the doctor that you're with, obviously get a second opinion. But you do need to, take control of your health yourself, because again, a doctor can only do so much. If there's any symptoms that you have, if there's any issues going on in your life at the moment, and this goes not just for yourself, Janet, for anyone listening into the show, make sure you go and see your doctor as soon as possible. They're there, that's what they're there for. And even personally myself, if there's anything wrong with me, I will go and see the doctor. There's a lot of people, a lot of men actually, don't actually go to the doctor, especially when it comes to feeling lumps or anything like that. You need to go to the doctor as soon as possible. The majority of times it's just, natural and you're unsure yourself. And sometimes it's the fear of going to the doctor in case, he's going to mention, something like the C word. And, having that fear alone is something that you shouldn't have. You just need to go to the doctor, and that goes for yourself as well, Jenna. But please do keep in contact and do keep in touch. But like I've mentioned, with regards to health-related questions, I can't actually answer a health-related question. So I do hope that you're seeing your doctor as well. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for is, there's an anonymous here. It's what's in store for me this year. So anonymous, I would appreciate if you could give your name. It's just easier because I'm sure there's a lot of anonymous listeners listening into the show tonight. But we'll shuffle the cards anyway and just see what comes up. And hopefully you know who you are. You've commented there 7 minutes ago. Okay, they've just told me to stop, and I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, we have the Lover's card here in the reverse position. We also have the Moon card in the upright position. Now the Moon card is one of the major cards, and so is the Lover's card. And when this particular card comes up, the Lover's card, it's a higher indication with regards to what's going on in your life at the moment. When the Lover's card comes up in the reverse position, it's like if you're unsure of a particular decision to make in your life. Sometimes it's very easy to see the path that we're supposed to go on, but at the moment it's like if you're being kind of blocked from making this kind of decision, and you're kind of thinking, what should I actually do? Now, it's easier if you actually know and you actually write that particular question. It's very, much easier for myself then to actually answer which path you should go on. But they're kind of indicating here, over the next 6 months, they're indicating there will be a 6-month period, because we have the Six of Scepters here. The Six of Scepters just indicates just to keep an eye out. There will be something on the notice board, and that's the best description that Spirit is actually giving me at the moment. Again, I'm not too sure if you've been thinking of going back to do a particular course. If you have, the answer is yes to that, because we have the Seven of Coins here, and the Seven of Coins is always about learning something new. Again, with the Moon card, it's like if you're kind of battling with yourself. You kind of, the devil on one side and the angel on the other. Again, meet in the middle is the best description that Spirit is actually giving here, and kind of listen to both sides of the story as well. So I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. And thank you very much as well to Aoife, who I answered a question there with regards to her dad, sending in her feedback there. It's really, really good. And speaking of feedback, you may have seen it on my wall tonight. Not sure if you have, but thank you very much to Lisa Grennan. I gave her a mini reading. She won a mini reading, I think it was about a month ago or 3 weeks ago. I can't actually remember. And this is the feedback that she sent into the show. Hey folks, I won a mini reading from Irish Psychic. My question was, will my baby be a boy or a girl? The reply was a boy, and my scan today, and I was a baby boy, and Irish Psychic was spot on, and a really good reader would recommend to anyone. Well, thank you very much there, Lisa, for sending in that great feedback. And speaking of feedback as well, it's always good to get your feedback. And if you have got a reading via Facebook and you haven't left your feedback just yet, all you need to do is simply log on to my main website, which is irishpsychic.net, click on the Facebook feedback tab, and there you can leave your feedback for your question that I've answered. Okay, so I'm just refreshing the Facebook page again. So if you've asked a question via Facebook, hopefully I'll be answering your question. And there's about 7 minutes left of the show. But again, if you don't get a reading on tonight's show, don't forget I'm live again on Wednesday and Friday as well. Okay, so there is a question that's been sent in, and it's from Emma Murphy. Am I going back to Australia this year, or will I get a job on the cruise I've applied for? Oh, Emma, fantastic there. I would love to say that the answer is yes, so we'll see what comes up. My cousin actually worked on a cruise ship, and he said it was absolutely fantastic touring around the mid. Now it is tough because you do have to, do the singing and all that kind of thing. So it is quite difficult. And if you can hear bleeps in the background, it's all the different messages that are popping up here in the studio. So I'm just looking at the cards now, Emma. And the question that you just asked was, am I going back to Australia this year, or will I get a job on the cruise I've applied for? But very interesting cards come up in relation to that particular question here, Emma. I don't actually feel that you're going to get the cruise, because we have the star card in the reverse position, but they are indicating here with regards to the sun card that you will be going back to Australia this year. Again, they're indicating here that the finances are not there at the moment, and I think the legal paperwork again is not settled either, or there's something around the legal side of things. I'm not too sure if you've got your passport, etc. Make sure everything is in order there, but they're indicating here with the Eight of Coins that there is some difficulties there surrounding you. It's just a matter of getting them all in order. But the good news is it will be this year that you will be going back to Australia. So hopefully that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Time for another quick break. There is time for another 2 readings, so if you're listening into the show and you would like to get one of those free readings, comment now on my main page, which is irishpsychic.net. Click on the radio tab there, and I'll be answering the next 2 questions sent into the show. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
When I look in your eyes, I can see your love beaming back on me. And when I'm holding your hand, I feel the the pulse of your heart with every beat. Look at us now, a little bit older and still happy. And tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. With the blink of an eye, I can see my whole life mapped in front of me. There's no way to deny, and there's no way I can hide. The things that you do to me would make you think there's a destiny. Look at us now, you and me. I hope tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. And I don't know what will come tomorrow, and I don't know if we face defeat. But here and now, with you around, life feels quite complete. When I look at our lives, I can feel a happiness wash over me. Remember the day that we met, not knowing what to expect, and all the days spent away, seeing the world in a different way. The bottles of wine and the time to enjoy what's on the other one's mind. It comes again, another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. When I look in your eyes, I can see your love beaming back on me. And when I'm holding your hand, I can feel the pulse of your heart with every beat. Look at us now, a little bit older and still happy. And I love you now, right up until the final heartbeat, till the end of our time.
There you go, that was Look at Us Now by Andy McGough. Before I do the final two readings of the night, can I just mention a huge competition that's on at the moment via my Facebook page. All you need to do, if you're not already a fan of my Facebook page, search for Irish Psychic on Facebook, join the page with over 12,000 fans, and then all you need to do then is just simply click on the events tab. Now once you've clicked on the events tab, simply join it. You'll see there to win a a full reading and a gift pack, and there has been many winners on Friday, actually Saturday, because I announced the winners on Saturday. And again, I have that up again, and there is over €170 in prizes via that event. So make sure, if you've not yet joined it, you get there ASAP. All you need to do is simply click join and invite 10 friends, and that's it. Now, you can invite more than 10 friends, because obviously whoever wins, if they're your friend and maybe they don't want the reading, then obviously you can have it, and they can, you can thank them for, joining the event as well. It is that simple, and you'll find out on Saturday. And make sure, please, if you do win anything via my page, that you check, because I don't actually contact the winners privately. I'm not entitled to do that. No Facebook page is. Mainly because it's classed as spam. So, obviously if you enter a competition, make sure that you do check back to make sure that you've either won or you didn't actually win. And if you didn't win, don't worry, I do private readings via email and via Skype as well. So if you would like to purchase one of them, just simply click on the purchase reading tab via irishpsychic.net. Okay, so it's time for the final 2 readings of the night. So I'm just going over to my Facebook page now. And the next person that I'd like to read for is Sean Hill. Will I move to Sweden permanently? Okay, Sean, and thank you very much for joining me as well. I'm just shuffling the cards, and we have feedback as well. Feedback there from Jacqueline Sanderson. I love the show. It's my first time listening, and I'm very impressed. Well, thank you very much, Jacqueline. Don't forget, I'm live again on Wednesday night at 11 p.m. and on Friday at 11 p.m. as well. But do stay in contact via Facebook as well. Make sure you do check the page, because I do announce whether I'm on air or off air. Sometimes the weeks are really, really busy in terms of the private readings, and I don't actually get time to do the show, but I do try and get on air as much as possible. Okay, they've just told me to stop, Sean, so I'm just looking at the cards now, and the question was, will I move to Sweden permanently? And the answer is no to that particular question here, Sean, not at the minute, because we have the star card, we have the sun card in the reverse position, which is otherwise known as the happiness card, we have the awakening card, and we also have the 3 of cups as well. And the 3 of cups in the reverse position always indicates that there's kind of difficulty surrounding the particular situation. Again, with the wheel card here, the wheel card is a major card, and when a major card comes up in a particular reading, it just means that there's a higher importance on this particular card. If it was in the upright position, the wheel card, it would show that definitely you will be moving, but because it's in the reverse position here, they're kind of indicating no to this particular question here, Sean. The good news is, though, we do have the star card, and the star card shows never give up hope, so there is kind of hope in terms of something else, coming your way. So it's just a matter of focusing on where you want to be in life. If that is one of the main areas that you want to be in terms of Sweden, well, if one path doesn't work out for you, another kind of door opens, and then a new path will be created. And it's very interesting the way spirit work. Again, myself personally speaking, when I was, looking for particular stuff and it doesn't actually happen, you have to kind of see why it hasn't actually happened in the first place. And that goes for any of the listeners, any of the fans listening into the show. You'll always find that when something does happen, you'll kind of realise that was meant to be. The same situation in terms of maybe like a relationship. If a relationship doesn't work out, obviously you're going to be upset when that happens, when, a relationship ends. But you have to kind of think back then and think, well, was I actually happy in that relationship? Or was I only happy with the kind of feeling of the relationship, if that makes sense? Because sometimes you have to realise that when you're in a relationship, unless your partner is giving you the love and respect that you deserve, and that's mutual between you both, and you're both communicating, and you're both loving each other, well, if that's not there, there's kind of no relationship there. So you have to kind of look at it from both sides of the story as well. From my own exes in the past, thankfully I've not ended up with any of them. I can be delighted with that. I'd have a party now if I could, but that's why they're called exes. They're actually put in the past. I'm not actually friends with any of them. And it's just a matter of, if there is an ex there and there is a friendship there, well, obviously keep it alive. But you need to realise that when you're in a new relationship and with your partner, you have to understand their feelings as well. It's not always easy for, a new relationship to understand that you're friends with your ex, unless, obviously if your ex is nice, which there's plenty of exes out there who are nice, and maybe it just hasn't worked out. But obviously if someone has, done the dirt on you, obviously, personally speaking, I wouldn't be friends with them, but again, that's your choice as well. So I do hope that makes sense. And finally, the last person of the night that I'm going to read for, I'm actually just going to go back to the main page, which is irishpsychic.net. I'm just refreshing the page now. And who is next in for a reading? I'm actually going to read for I'll actually give Jacqueline, because Jacqueline was very nice there, so thank you very much, Jacqueline. So you just wanted to find out what could I see for you. No problem at all, Jacqueline. So I'm just shuffling the cards, so when they tell me to stop, which was actually just now, so that was quite quick. Just looking at the cards now. Work-wise, Jacqueline, they're showing everything going in the right direction here for you. I kind of feel at the moment that you're kind of thinking of changing work or changing career, because we have the Horseman of Coins here in the upright position, along with the 10 of Wands in the reverse position. The 10 of Wands is always about change. The Ace of Swords indicates the challenges ahead, and also we have the 5 of Sceptres there as well, and the 5 of Sceptres is the luck card here. The good news is we have the Ace of Coins, so it does show here within the next, they're indicating here that it's going to be 4 months before this change takes place. It's just a matter of you focusing on what it is that you want, you know, with regards to the, you know, the new change and with regards to the new career. But again, make sure that you're, you know, sending off your CV, make sure you have, you know, everything behind you, make sure that's all checked. And personally speaking, they are actually indicating here that it's going to be good news for you as well within that 4-month period. So I do hope that that has answered your question, Jacqueline, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Can I just say thank you very much to everyone who's listening into the show tonight. Don't forget the next show is on 11 p.m. and I'm actually after running over time tonight, but not to worry. I have another 3 private readings to do. I'm sorry if you do purchase a reading now, I won't be actually able to get to you tonight because there is still people waiting on their private readings, but I will get to you tomorrow. The readings, if you do purchase a private reading, they're done within a 24-hour period, so do make sure you log on to my website, which is irishpsychic.net. Until Wednesday at 11 p.m, thank you very much for joining me, all the Facebook crowd and all the people on my main page as well, which is irishpsychic.net, and also the listeners via Spreaker as well. Take care, have a fantastic night. For myself, Irish Psychic, good night.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.